People, Deluded, I'm back again. I hope you're all doing well and safe. I hope you're all in good spirits. Now, in relation to our under 23s, you obviously saw last week we lost 1-0 against Liverpool's under 23s. Liverpool won, Arsenal 0. Our under 23s in what has been a tough season, it keeps getting tougher. We really are struggling to put wins on the trot. I know we've brought in some new signings. They're all adapting. Obviously, Tyrese, John Jules, who else? Harry Clark, Medley, McGuinness, Coyle, all of these, Smith, all of these regulars at this level have gone out on loan, and we have seen the effects, and it is harming us. I'm not begrudging people going out on loan. We need these boys to develop, you know. We need them to develop and win. Our short-term pain at under 23s level can be long-term gain, because those names I've mentioned and the others on loan, they're either going to progress into the first team, be sold for profit, either way we want them to develop as a footballer. We all know under 23s football doesn't provide that too tough. And looking at the Liverpool team, you've got Miller, who's 21 years of age. I know he's been on a couple loan spells, but he's still there. They've got their third choice keeper. They had a number of experienced lads there, and it's not necessarily the best for their development. I'm pretty sure Liverpool tried to palm them on loan. But, you know, Miller played very well in this game, before I forget. You know, it was a constant thorn down our sides, down the left wing. You know, he kept pulling at us and trying to pull us apart. Clayton in midfield had a very good game, and Thomas Clayton deserved to score. You know, in the 23rd, 24th, whatever minute it was, I can't even remember, 20th something minute, he hit a low ball, a low driven ball with his left foot that we failed to clear properly into the near post, really, and they deserved it. I'm pretty sure Liverpool, when they look at the game again, they might say we should have scored more. They had a lot of possession, you know. We were the inferior side for large parts of the game, you know. We were penned in our own half. We did put some moves together, but they were too far and beyond. Like, I know Balogun had a couple of good opportunities that he invented for himself. There was one, he took it past like two men and blazed it over the bar. But these incidences were too far and beyond, really. We were the inferior side. We did concede possession. We did have to defend for large periods of the game. I think Saliba had a good game, to be fair. He does do some questionable things. Like, there was one time he tried to bring it, he played a hospital pass, and it could have been a horrible error for him and Arsenal. And there was a couple of times he got caught trying to bring the ball out, but I think he was composed with his tackling. He made a number of last-ditch tackles to help us. I think young Brook at right back, you know, he had a very good game, man. 16 years of age, and he did what he can. There were some nervy passes, as to be expected, but you wouldn't have seen his age. He did have a tough day, because, like I said, Miller was trying to get at him each and every time. But I think Brook done well, man. I think Brook done very well at right back, in my opinion. You know, he done very well to be 16. He got forward when he could. He was decent 1v1. He was alright with his passes. Brook Norton Coffey had a very good game, and I think Daniel's injured, and I don't know where Alabusi is, but he's done what he can to show Steve Bold, yeah, I might be a first year scholar, and right now I need to certify myself at under 18s level, but you can call upon me. Obviously, Kiddo Taylor Hart came off the bench. You had Miguel Aziz starting, but it was just a disappointing game, people. Like I said, they dominated large parts of the game, if not all parts of the game. We were hanging on there, trying to give as good as we got, but you know, you never got the vibe that we were going to win or get anything from this game. It felt like lambs to the slaughter. It felt like we were a bunch of sheep and Liverpool were wolves, and they were playing with their prey. And like I said, from a Liverpool perspective, arguably, because there's been games at 23s and I'm sure at first team level where games like this where Liverpool should have probably scored 3-4, they mess around and Arsenal have one chance and score, and that might have been Balogun's opportunity had it not gone over the bar, sort of thing. So I'm pretty sure Liverpool's coaching staff will probably preach to these players, you know, you've got to kill games, you've got to smell blood, you've got to go 3-4-5. You know, 1-0 it implies that Arsenal were in the game and we had a chance. And I don't think we were poor, you know, we were just second best, we were just reactive. They were just a better team. You could tell the experience they had was better. You know, they were physically more at it than us. You know, there were a couple of older lads as well. It is what it is, man. You know, the pressure was starting to break people. You know, we were failing to clear our lines at times. You know, and all my thought was at half-time, we just probably need to offer more of a threat, because we're a bit toothless in that regard, and we really failed to do that, man. There isn't really too much to be said, you know. We lost 1-0 to Liverpool, we held it up, but it is what it is. Like I said, Saliba keeps playing games at 23's level for fitness. The only positive I can see is Brook, 16 years of age, made his debut at right back. Obviously, it's nice to see Miguel Aziz there. I'm not too sure on the severity of Jordan McNeff, but his injury, he got injured very early on, and Serjan had to come on, so I'm not too sure for him. I hope he's not a serious injury and whatnot. But a disappointing day at the office where there isn't too much to really talk about from an Arsenal perspective, because you know, we didn't really offer much, really and truly. It's not that we were, you know, not at it. We did play some passes, but really, we didn't really threaten Liverpool. We didn't really cut them open. And if I can see statistically, people, if there's any, let me go on the Premier League website, because I haven't checked that. It should be able to actually tell you statistically the opportunities and whatnot. Maybe this will illustrate the point I'm trying to make, in that, you know, we were just outclassed, really. And it's a thing where I'd say Liverpool probably at 70%. They weren't at their best, and I've seen them play a lot better. I'll take losing 1-0 because it could have been worse, you know. We shut them out. But looking at it statistically, people, we actually had more % of the possession, and I wouldn't have said that. We had 2 shots on target. They had 8. In total, we had 8 shots. We had 8 shots in total. They had 16. They had 8 corners to our 5. Both teams conceded the amount of same fouls with 8. We had 3 yellow cards. So the statistics show it's a bit closer. And like I said, it weren't no 5-0 rout. But I just felt, looking at the game, you never got the impression that we were going to get something from this, or we were going to bag. It is what it is. We go back to the drawing board. You know, let me see where that leaves us in the league, because it's been a bit of a horrendous season, to put it nicely. At 23's level, and relegation probably is a massive thing. You know, we sit rock bottom, people. 13th, 2 points, -9 goal difference. So relegation is a big possibility. Staying in this league is the priority, really and truly. So we'll have to see what happens, people. I'll be surprised if a couple of players are not brought in at 23's level in January, to be fair with you. But on that note, I've got nothing more to add. As I said, Liverpool 1, Arsenal's under 23's 0. On that note, people, please make sure you hit the like button. If you're not subscribed already, make sure you're subscribed. I'd love to hear your comments, so please comment if you can. More importantly than that, though, stay safe. Deluded, I'm out.